I am about to turn 22 at the end of January, and I only had my 21st birthday last weekend. I know, it's crazy. But through planning all of that, I did realize that there's a lot of things that I really feel like I should have done while I was 21, or I should just already have done, or just like kind of admin stuff in my life. And I'm like, why am I bringing that into being 22? Or even into the new year at this point. So I have done a list of 21 things to do while I'm still 21. I will also be completing all of these over on my TikTok, so if you want to go give me a follow over there and come tick everything off the list with me, feel more than welcome. Yeah, let's get into it. So number one on this list was actually to plan and organize and execute my 21st birthday party. I'm a little embarrassed about how late it was and that I was like 2 months away from being 22, but that's okay because I've already done that. I did change it to go on a solo date, which will come more into play later on. But yes, I am a girl who struggles to get out of the house if I'm not going with my friends or my partner or anyone. So I did decide, let's fix that before I'm 22, because that's really embarrassing that I'm a fully grown adult and won't leave the house by myself unless it's for work or uni. So yeah, we're going on some solo dates. Hopefully, I mean, this is just going on one, but I'm hoping it kind of spirals and it get a lot more comfortable with being by myself. So number two on the list is to have a beach day. I am a beach girl. If you let me live anywhere in the world, I would just pick a beach. I would say, let me live on the water. I don't care where. Beach, island, any of that. Anyway, you get the point. I love the beach. I can't remember the last time I went to the beach. It's a little worrying. But because of that, it's on the list. It's happening before the end of January, okay? We can bet on it. Number three is to cook 3 new recipes. I just realized 3 and 3. I don't think I did that on purpose, but I always cook the exact same thing for my lunches, for my dinners, if I'm cooking dinner, all this sort of stuff. I cook probably one of like 5 things. So I need to learn to make something else because I'm honestly struggling to find stuff in the pantry a lot of the time to make lunches. And yeah, I need to get a little bit more creative with what I make. So I'm gonna cook 3 new recipes before I turn 22. Number 4 is to do some baking. I love baking and I haven't done it in the longest time. I feel it's because I get like scared I'm gonna eat it all, which I definitely will, but love baking, so I want to bake either a batch of cookies or brownies or a little bit of both, who knows, before I turn 22. Number 5 is to find a sustainable hobby. The sustainable in this I feel like is a really loaded word because it means so many different things. So the main thing that I'm using sustainable for is something I can sustain and do over time. So not something that's just a one-off thing. Like I did my beautiful paint by number canvases, which I absolutely loved, and it kept me going for a few months, but now that's done, I'm like, I can't do any other like paint by numbers or painting stuff. Like I'm not talented enough to like hand paint something. So yeah, I want to find something that I can do over and over again quite easily. There's also the affordability aspect. I don't want to be forking out a lot of money every time I want to go do my hobby. And then obviously there is still that environmental aspect that sustainability is most oftenly known for. I don't want to be doing something that's like taking a massive toll on the environment. Like I don't want to paint all these canvases to not even like put them up or use them. So yeah, that is definitely the biggest thing about this one, but I mostly just want to find some fun hobbies that I love doing and want to do over and over again. Number 6 is to finish a book. My librarian mother would be screaming at me right now. I don't remember the last time I finished a book or even read a book, in all honesty, but it's so bad. But I do want to start and finish one. I know I haven't finished one in years and I don't even think I've read a book in like months. So I definitely want to do that. I can't do anything while I read, and I struggle with reading as well. So I struggle with it in general, and I can't get myself to do it except when I'm on holidays, which I am going on a holiday soon, so fingers crossed that helps me out a bit, but I'm gonna have to finish the book, which is always the hardest part. Number 7 is to plan a solo trip. So like I was saying at the start, I struggle with doing stuff by myself, but I've been told by so many people to go solo traveling, book a trip by yourself, yada yada. And also like how much they've found themselves and how great it's been for them solo traveling. So I just feel it is something I really want to do. I am terrified, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to. That's why we kind of got the solo dates in there. However, I will be doing something travel related by myself. Number 8 is to do 2 weeks at the gym consistently. So I have a gym membership that I don't use very often. I pay probably about like $20 a week to the gym and rarely ever go. If I go, it's normally like once or twice a week max. So I need to get really back into it. And I want to do 2 weeks consistently. So for me, that's going to be 5 days a week. So 10 days total in like 2 weeks, if that makes sense. Like they have to be consecutive together. And I'm hoping just to build that habit of always going to the gym and stuff. Number 9 is to make a new vision board. My vision board is currently like falling apart. I think I did it mid-year, I want to say. And look, it was great. I love it. I'm probably going to do something along the same lines. However, it doesn't really align with me right now, I don't think. And I think it does. I think it's just too broad. It's not specific enough. Like it's just a whole bunch of pretty pictures. I'm like, oh, it's so nice. But I'm like, it's not telling me what I want, where I want to go and stuff. So I'm thinking with this one actually to do a similar like vision board or like mood board, probably more say, that I did on my bookshelf. It is my pinned video over on TikTok if you want to have a look at what I currently have. However, I'm thinking also to do like a very specific vision board that's like my laptop background, my phone background, and maybe even like also a cork board with it or something. Just because I really want to be like pushing myself. I'm pushing myself in 2026 and I'm pushing myself when I'm 22. Also when I'm 21 because I gotta set up for a good year of 22. Number 10 is to learn a new skill. I think there's so many quotes about if you're not learning, what are you doing? Like a day without education is a day wasted or something like that. This year I learned graphic designs, being a graphic officer for my uni club, and now I'm going into the marketing director role. So obviously there's going to be a bunch of skills that I'm learning with that. However, I do also just feel I want something that makes me skillful. I don't know. I'm learning Italian at the moment, but I'm not going to count working on either of those because obviously they're not a new skill. They are newer skills to me, but I've already worked on them a little bit. So I don't know what my new skill will be. I am obviously doing the hobbies, so I don't know if something from that, if I really like something and I hone in on that, potentially we count that. I'm not sure. Number 11 is to write my 22-year-old self a letter. This one probably should have been first on the list because it's probably what I'm going to do first, just so that I have the most time between writing it and obviously implementing this list and everything. But yeah, I just think this is so fun and it's kind of a tradition I want to get into. I feel it would be so fun to just like open a letter from like your younger self that's like, oh, I'm so proud of you for doing this, this and that, and like how did this go, and talking about like my current life that my future self reads. I feel like it would be so fun to both write and to read. Number 12 is to get a facial or a massage. I just really want to step into like my wellness girl era and looking after myself, so I do want to do this. If I end up going back to the physio, because I haven't been in a while, I will probably count that, especially if I go for my back. So whatever I end up doing, I just think sometimes I get too caught up in life and just pushing, and I need some time to like actually like detox and relax. If anyone's still looking for a Christmas present for me, a nice voucher to a spa or a massage would be nice. Number 13 is to create a travel bucket list. I want to travel the world. If you let me do absolutely anything for the rest of my life, obviously it would be live near a beach, but also literally just traveling the whole world. Like, if I had endless money, I would just be traveling. I don't think you would see me, okay, I was gonna say I don't think you'd see me in one place for long, but you'd see me by the beach with my family, and then you would see me everywhere else. Like, come Australian winter, I'd be traveling the world, probably. But yeah, I love to travel and I don't know where I want to go or what places I want to like see exactly, all that sort of stuff. And stuff always comes up on my TikTok. It's all saved on TikTok, but I'm like, how is that actually helping me? Also, apparently next year, my partner just told me he's going to plan a massive trip for us to celebrate me graduating uni and also him coming out of his time as an apprentice and becoming a full technician, which, I'm actually like so excited for that. But we don't, like, I don't even know where I want to go. So yeah, definitely need a travel bucket list. That also will tie into like the solo traveling thing as well. So if you have a favorite place, please let me know, or even just what's on your travel bucket list. Number 14 is to create a lifetime bucket list. So obviously this one's very similar. Apparently I'm in my bucket list era, but just like things that I want to accomplish in life, things I want to like see in life that aren't necessarily travel destinations. Like for example, like swimming with dolphins or with turtles and stuff. It's like, that's not really a travel destination or something that like I need to see in another place. Like I can do that in Australia if I wanted to, but it's just going to be like a whole bunch of things that I want to accomplish, want to do. I have never had a bucket list before in my life because I'm too scared of like setting goals that I can't then achieve. I've just never felt I've had stability in my life and in my like mental health to be able to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eventually be able to go and achieve this goal. Whereas right now, I don't know what has shifted, but I'm generally like, there is so much for me to do and see and experience, and I'm gonna get there. So I want to set all of these ideas out so that I actually have the resources to then be able to do with them. Number 15 is to go on a hike. I love nature and exercise, so why not combine the two? I also used to be really into photography and have taken numerous photos on hikes, so would love to get back into that. Look, there are some in Brisbane, but they're not the best really. And I think I would love to explore like maybe the Sunshine Coast on a hike or the Gold Coast somewhere else. But yeah, I want to go on a hike. I don't think that's that crazy. Number 16 is actually to apply to new jobs. So I've put down like 10 social media or marketing jobs. I'm probably gonna up that number because like I could probably do more than that in one sitting. But yeah, I'm gonna apply to a bunch of new jobs. Hopefully, I'm hoping to move out of the fast food space. I absolutely love working in my retail job. However, if I do have to give that up, I will very begrudgingly. But I would ideally love to get like a social media job part-time so I can keep my retail job, keep doing uni with ease and everything. However, I am aware that I may have to go full-time, but I would love that over just this uncertainty of the future and what on earth is going to happen when I graduate. Number 17 is to finish my vanity. I actually have been loving my vanity as of recent. It is 2 bedside tables and a plank of wood from Bunnings. However, we are going to get it cut. So my partner and his family have like this massive shed with all these tools. So we've got to take it over there and get it cut up to the right size because at the moment it's too big. I'm also thinking she's a bit short at the moment because obviously she's on the bedside tables. So I'm thinking of getting maybe like furniture legs just to lift her up a bit more, and then maybe like some little baskets underneath. However, that whole situation just needs to be fixed. Number 18 is to sew a piece of clothing that I genuinely love. I recently sewed my whole Halloween costume, minus I think the shirt, and I loved it. It was actually really fun. I don't know if partly it was because I was making an Astrid costume and she is my all-time like hero, role model, whatever you want to say. Like, I love her and would become her in an instant. But on top of that, I just feel like I had fun doing it. So I would love to do some sewing. I don't know if this is going to be updating a piece of clothing, like thrift flipping vibes, or if it's going to be just like completely doing it from scratch. I will see how my schedule is. But yeah, I do have 2 whole bags of clothes that I was going to donate last year. But now that I've kind of fallen in love with sewing, I kind of want to go through and see if there's anything I can redo or like rejig to be something that I actually like now. So number 19 is to post consistently. So for me over here on YouTube, it looks like twice weekly. I don't know if this will be achievable, but I'm gonna try to do it. At the moment, I'm quite busy with work, but over this whole period, I shouldn't have uni, so I do feel like it's the ideal time. 1, to get consistent, but 2, to try and push myself to do twice weekly. I'm thinking maybe of doing like 1 post being a weekly vlog kind of vibe, and then 1 post being like a sit down like this maybe or something. But let me know what type of content you guys like to watch, because I'm honestly open to just giving everything a go. I want to do on TikTok twice daily. It's really fun. I love when I'm in my like content creation groove. It's honestly just like when I get out of it, I just can't get back into it. It's the biggest issue. But yeah, I love making content, posting content, all of this. I love experimenting with it all, and I love just like building a community. I just want a whole group of girls who just support each other. So number 20 is a TikTok goal of reaching 1,000 followers. So I think I have 430 at the moment, so I'm kind of like halfway there, except I've done that over a lot longer time than I'm giving myself to get the other half. I can do a lot more once I get to 1,000 followers, so I can link in my Instagram and my YouTube and everything. I just feel like until you get that 1,000 followers, TikTok really restricts you. So that's my goal over there. I haven't actually put a goal for here just because, 1, I know YouTube is so hard, and until I hit that 1,000, I can't get people over here very easily. But I feel like my brain is saying 50 or 100 would be amazing. However, I don't know, I just don't feel that's possible. So I'm kind of just vibing over here on YouTube at the moment, I feel. And then number 21 is to plan my 22nd birthday party. This is to avoid last year's fiasco of, or this year's fiasco I guess, of having my 21st birthday party right before I'm 22. I'm doing a party I wanted to do last year. However, the issue with my birthday being at the end of January is it's storm season. So I wanted to do a beautiful boat party or a beautiful like beach club kind of vibes. However, I got really scared I was going to book it on a day and then it was going to storm and get ruined. So I never ended up booking anything, and that's how we ended up with my birthday party being last weekend. However, I'm just going to YOLO it. I think we're going to try and do it on my friend's new boat. So given all that goes through, if it does storm or something goes wrong, we do have other options. Like, we're not paying for a massive venue that's like, oh, well, you still have to pay even if it's cancelled sort of vibe or anything like that. And it's just going to be chill and fun. So honestly, if it's still, as long as it's not like storming, I think it'll be fine. But yeah, we have to plan that one. That is my list of 21 things to do while I'm still 21. Let me know which one was your favorite. And if you're looking at a list yourself, add what you've already got in there in the comments, because I know when I was trying to make this list, I was looking at a lot on Pinterest, trying to find stuff, and there wasn't that much out there, which did kind of, I don't know, it surprised me. But yeah, I think this was so fun to do and I would highly recommend it. And if you like this type of content, also let me know, give me a like, and please do subscribe or check out my TikTok. That is where I post a lot more random stuff all the time. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Stay safe, love you all.